We sadly do need these authorities to make sure that we're able to respond in emergency, and frankly, I can see it coming like a freight train.
That's how Premier David Eby is justifying a new tariff bill that will give his government sweeping powers to respond to the ongoing trade war.
We need government authority to do something quickly to minimize damage to the economy, to people, and an unpredictable action from an unpredictable president.
Eby says the Economic Stabilization Tariff Response Act would let the province respond swiftly if, for example, Trump tried to rip up the Columbia River Treaty. The decades-old agreement governs hydroelectric power production and flood control between BC and the U.S. The legislation also allows the province to levy fees on American commercial trucks moving by road or coastal ferry through BC to and from Alaska. BC's opposition leader worries the bill is overly broad and will allow the cabinet to bypass the legislature.
This gives the government sweeping powers to basically do anything they want with no oversight. This bill actually enables the government to implement tolls and road fees anywhere in the province.
Including ferries.
Including ferries.
The bill is likely to pass thanks to the NDP's slim majority. But the Attorney General says it will expire no later than mid-2027. One political scientist says the legislation responds to the unprecedented threats leveled against Canada by Donald Trump.
The President of the United States has effectively launched a war against Canada, really subject to his whims, his executive orders. And we have to be nimble in response.
Whether or not Trump slaps tariffs on all Canadian goods come April 2nd, David Eby says he is working to knock down interprovincial trade barriers for things like alcohol. There's also a push to hire Canadian companies for government contracts in the spirit of the Buy Canadian movement. Katie DeRosa, CBC News, Victoria.